got shit on by a chicken last night in my sleep. Slept on my neck, the chicken did, and then when I woke up, coated in feces of chicken. I'm going to be quick with this chapter because it's completely repetitive of 3 or 4 of the other chapters that we've already read. Christian wakes up. They had sex at the end of the last chapter. He's getting ready to leave. She rolls his eyes. He spanks her. So that's the first subdom behavior that we've had in the book, except sexual subdom behavior that we've had in the book. Spanks her. She doesn't really like it, but it turns her on, and then they bang again. But it's just boring. And then he's inside me, quickly filling me. I moan loudly. He moves, pounding into me, a fast, intense pace against my sore behind. The feeling is beyond exquisite, raw, and debasing, and mind-blowing. My senses are ravaged, disconnected, solely concentrating on what he's doing to me, how he's making me feel that familiar pull deep in my belly, tightening, quickening. No! And my traitorous body explodes in an intense, body-shattering orgasm. The problem is E.L. Cummings, E.L. Gray, E.E. Smith, E.L. Smith, doesn't have enough of a vocabulary to have so many sex scenes in this book because they're bleeding into each other. There's no build. There's no real raw sexuality to reading it. Whereas if you read, books with raw, intense sexual scenes in them, like Clive Barker or Poppy Z. Bright, you get titillated reading it, and you get turned on, and you put down the book, and you're like, fuck, man, my nipples are huge right now. But this, it feels fake and contrived and phony, and there's not enough passion to it, as stupid as that sounds. So Christian leaves. Anna literally cries into her pillow, sends him a nasty email saying, "I'm not sure I like you anyway at the moment because you never stay with me." He shows back up 5 minutes later, and she, has issues with the fact that she can't touch him and that he never stays, and so he almost starts to tell her about his childhood and why he isn't into it, but it doesn't get very far because he's just not ready to talk about it yet. But here's the worst sentence of the whole book so far. "You beguile me, Christian. Completely overwhelm me. I feel like Icarus flying too close to the sun," I whisper. He gasps. "I think you've got that the wrong way around," he whispers. "What?" "Oh, Anastasia, you've bewitched me. Isn't it obvious?" "No, not to me. Bewitched?" My inner goddess is staring open-mouthed. Even she doesn't believe this. "I feel like Icarus flying too close to the sun. Come on, cut me a fucking break." So he decides to spend the night with her, to give her what she wants, because that's all that matters in their relationship. It's so funny. He's the Dom, and literally all of his Dom stuff that he's done so far has been really surface level, and it's depressing and not very good. I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Don't let chickens shit on your neck. Ever. Peace.